This will trigger the Lexus RCF. So
that's
a
big.
big shot.
That is a very big crash.
Oh my God, that is so fast.
Thomas unable to join us this weekend as a driving standards observer. He's a guy with a lot of racing experience, and that's a messy scene there. Relatively light contact in the outside tyre wall for Dean.
What happens as soon as you go off the road? It's so wet in the outfield, as you can see there. You just
miss, and then Jason Bright and David Russell get tangled up here on the last turn. Now watch this. Spun around, whack. Russell into the wall.
He didn't get away with that. He wasn't far enough up, and ultimately Jason Bright held his ground on the outside, and David Russell's just spun across the front of him, busted steering, and he's driven it straight to the pit wall.
at the top of the hill, and here's the replay. Turn 2 over the curb, goes bang, can't get a turn, hits the curb and straight into the tyres on the left.
Rare error. And watch this for Todd again. Daniel Gaunt in the Gulf Western Oil entry.
17. Michael's got the line. Jonathan Webb goes with him and gives Jason Bright a tag. This could be ugly.
Oh, it is ugly. That is a big incident. Reindler hard into the back.
Just before this event, but then he didn't even get to it, and then Dale Wood.
Oh, and a really big crash. I mean, as you can hear there, this is a great shot. Oh, that is very, very fast. It's obviously hit the outside wall.
Sweeper, turn up, break, and this will show you what's happened. Murph arrives in a hurry. Wow.
This has been coming for a long time, this sort of incident, unfortunately. It's this huge speed differential as everyone tries to find their space. You know, somebody's at full tilt, in this case Greg Murphy, while someone else is just dawdling along. And yeah, that...
There's the run, the run off 12. Still got his foot hard up it.
Was that Bargwanna just avoiding him at the time?
Very, very lucky not to take other cars out there, but he's hit the wall as a small fire. But, you know, he's never lifted off the throttle, and he's just carried the accident another 100 metres down the road. Here's a mirror coming off here. You don't want to run it any closer than that. I hope you guys are wrong about that start, because that's wrong to start.
That may not have been right before that. Now here we go, here's the replay. That's Tim Blanchard, Jack Daniels' entry. There's Will, who got a bump, I think, from Lowndes. Shane Van Gisbergen's in the middle of all this as well.
And that was the camera from Mark Winterbottom. So he was on that as well. So remember here that Will Davison's on the hardest compound tyre. He's the meat in the sandwich. And look at Winterbottom, his I-Select Commodore. And you reckon there you go. So he's on the right-hand side of Carl Reindler. And then Fiore gets basically left with nowhere to go but into the wall.
And you can see what corner exit speed did for Jason Bargwanna then. He just had those extra couple of Ks. Delberto's tags.
That's a massive...
Yeah, that was an oil pressure problem.
He's complaining of hitting the oil.
It's not him. It's not him. I think it might be car 2. Somebody's got an oil pressure problem, and I've got a feeling it's one of the key runners. So Andrew Jones, we've got the onboard vision here just to have a look. This was typifying the sort of stuff that was going on up there all weekend. Amazing. Now, stewards have looked at that in the period since we were last together.
Ordea Salo at the front. Ray Hall behind them. Yep, a jumper. Had a jumper. Nicholas Manassian. He jumped and then stopped. But thankfully they... Oh, another one! Another one! Exactly the same.
That's down at the end of the main straight. Big slide around the outside there, Lowndes. And then into the corner they go, alongside each other. Little bump. Off goes Todd. And off goes Lowndes. Todd, as their fastest laps will indicate. This is Greg Murphy. Oh! It's Todd Kelly. That'll be a steering arm failure on the
Tander there, but the reason why they had a bit of a break was this. Tony Ricciardello straight into the wall. Heavy impact and a resulting fire as well on...
Here we go.
At turn 2. And he's made contact there with Caruso, who's, as we just saw, had just left pit lane.
This is turn 2.
I didn't think Michael was going to make the corner. He looked like he was going too fast.
He's
got the wheels locked, that's why. So, and David, you can't see. Holdsworth had that was very late, but he got it done, well done. And then in the same place, there you go. There's Todd Kelly involved in it. Well done, Croppo.
Just came out. Here it is again. I just caught it from the commentary box.
Oh.
Garth Panda had his wife.
Oh,
That's Lowndes.
Lowndes, and that's Rick Kelly.
This is dangerous.
This is
That's the blind spot we spoke about. That's the blind spot.
Mate, you're right.
Rick Kelly, David Wall behind him. The Wilson security car, they make contact on the main straight. And the sand does the rest.
Now, what I've heard of Carl Reindler's car, and does this tell more of the story?
That's fast, isn't it? Look
Very
at the
high
way-
speed departure off the...
So down at the exit of turn 5. Pick it up on the wide shot seat.
So that's Carl Reindler and Alex Davison. Oh, and then the next thing has been as a result of it. So they've all backed up. So James and Todd have been innocent victims in the thing that happened earlier, which was Alex and Carl.
And Alex Davison is part of this because he was involved in the first segment of it. Russell Ingall got by, and then look at the damage there. What a great shot.
You see the car, is it bad? On the front.
Oh, man.
That's in heavy.
No, thanks.
That's fast.
Yeah, it's fucking the tyre barriers. Bounced it off.
And he'll have another crack. This replay will show what happened to Todd Kelly. Whack.
We're replacing a battery in that car, and here's problems for Mark McNally. Heavily into the tyre wall at turn 8 on the...
They are the only cars that haven't stopped. And basically, oh, here we go. There's the Zinger replay. That has hit very hard.
A little bit of front bar damage, but nothing's rubbing.
So there he is in the very same spot that grabbed his brother. So making the point that Lee Holsworth is 34 seconds clear of James Courtney, the first car in the field to have stopped.
But this will explain what happened. So Patrizzi and then Murphy.
Well, he's just fired Murphy in the fence. He was sideways coming out of turn 10.